Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop. How you doing? Thought I'd pop into the Tarot group and have a little bit of a chat. Somebody said that there were people on TikTok that were saying that tarot cards don't work because their reasoning for them not working is that if you ask a question and you pull out 5 cards, you'll get an answer. But then if you take those cards back, reshuffle them and ask the same question again, you'll get different cards. So therefore tarot doesn't work. Well, whoever said that does not know what they're talking about and does not know anything about tarot. Because if you ask the tarot a question and you pull out 5 cards, there's your answer. So if you're going to pull those cards back, reshuffle them and ask it again, then you are not trusting the cards. You're not listening to what the cards say. So therefore, why should the cards tell you the same thing again? Often what the cards will do is they'll tell you the same thing but using different cards, right? But if you're going to keep asking the same question and then reshuffling, picking up the cards, reshuffling, and then reshuffling and reshuffling, the cards will just be like, well, you're not listening to me, so I'm not going to talk to you. So basically, the person that said that tarot does not work because if you ask a question, pull out 5 cards, pick up the cards, shuffle again, ask the question again, it'll be different cards. Of course it doesn't work. That's just ridiculous. The cards, you know, that's just you playing games with the cards. The cards don't want to be part of that. It's a bit like if you have a best friend and you ask the best friend, you know, should I wear these jeans? And your best friend says no, and then you disregard your best friend's advice and you ask them again, should I wear these jeans? And they say no again, and then you ask them again. The friend's going to just say, well, you're not listening, so wear them. So that's the same as with tarot. Like if you're asking a question, but you're coming from, I don't trust this or I don't believe this, and you ask it again, why should the cards empower you? So yeah, so basically whoever said that has no idea what reading cards is all about. When I ask the cards a question, I prepare myself for the answer because sometimes it gives me an answer I don't want to see or I don't want to know. But I either write down those cards and I keep it, or I take a photo of the cards to remember, and I meditate on those 5 cards or 10 card spread or whatever it is, because it's going to give me the answer to something, you know. So I honor the card, that's why it speaks to me. I honor the cards, that's why they speak to me. But people that don't honor their cards and then say they don't work, well, of course, because you're not honoring the card. It's just ridiculous. It's like a circular argument. It's like, well, of course it doesn't work because you're not honoring it.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick example of what I mean by getting the same answer even if you reshuffle. So tarot critics say that if you lay out some cards, have a question, and then you reshuffle, you'll get different cards. And so therefore tarot doesn't work. But this is how it works. So imagine if I have a question about, will my business be successful? Just say that is the client's question. Will the client's business be successful? And we shuffle the cards and we pull out random cards. Now I've set this up to just prove my point, but this is what the tarot would do. So for example, it may say the client is experiencing a lot of burdens with their business, a lot of pressure. However, if they use their intuition and believe in themselves, they will be successful. Okay? Now imagine that we're testing the tarot, we don't believe it, and we reshuffle and we do it again. We ask the same question. Okay, the client is extremely worried, has a lot of anxiety, but they can get on top of things if they pull themselves together. They can rise above, and they will have happiness and success in their business. Now, as you can see, there's 3 different cards in each spread, totally different, okay? But they're saying the same thing. They're both saying that it starts off with difficulty. It's a time of knowing yourself and getting on top of things, mind, body, and soul. And then it leads to success. So therefore, even if you were to reshuffle again, it will still tell you the same thing by using different cards. But it doesn't mean that it's wrong, and it doesn't mean that it's contradictory. It's just explaining the same things using different symbols. But the outcome is still the same, successful.
This is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.